the beast identified. Here's 4 wisdoms that the Lord has gave us to remember. The lion represents Babylon. The bear represents Medo-Persia. The leopard, listen people, represents Greece. Listen up. And the terrible beast, listen up, represents Rome. The world's coming to an end. Number 1, a beast in prophecy represents a kingdom, a nation, a power. The prophetic book of Daniel, which tells us, thus he said, the 4th beast shall be the 4th kingdom upon earth. You can look that up at Daniel 7:23. Number 2, this beast comes up out of the sea.
Sycophants. Sycophant is a person who tries to win favor from a wealthy or influential person by flattering them. The word is called sycophant. Once again, the meaning of that is a person who tries to win favor from wealthy or influential people by flattering them. We all know what flattering means. A person who lavishes praises, often and sincerely, is a sycophant. And sincerely meaning is in a way that shows that you are pretending to feel something that you do not really feel or do not mean what you say. Going back to the word sycophant. Now, I've experienced this quite a bit, and it happens mostly with the workplace. It happens a lot at the workplace with a boss acting in a sycophant manner with another worker. And the reason is because if the person who they're flattering with or who they're showing favor with, he-and and being like, in a kiddie manner with them, fake as hell. But if they know they can do that with, certain people or a certain person, they do it to try to freeze off the next employee in that same atmosphere to try to make them feel some type of way because they can't play with them like that. And so let me just say this. I read something over a response over the internet about what it means why do some managers suddenly become hostile to good employees, even when the good employees treat the managers well. And one of the outstanding phrases that they said, it hit me, so I had to take it and I printed it out. This is what they said. It's important to remember that it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. And on the contrary, it's very likely that you're actually really good at what you do. Or perhaps you are the only one who maintains healthy personal boundaries. And your boss resents you for that, freezing you out in favor of the faves and sycophants that stroke his or her ego. So yeah, every time you have a boss or a parent that act like this towards someone else, it's not because they really like them. It's not because they're better off than you. No. It hits, and everybody that responded to this quote, they said it was like expert off. It was awesome. It hit the head it hit the nail on the head. You know what I'm saying? He said, perhaps you're the only one who maintains healthy personal boundaries, and your boss resents you for that. See, with that, they can't play with you. So their ego is shot when they can't cross boundaries with you. So what they do is, instead of being so pissed or angry towards you literally because of that, so what they do, they try to freezing you out in favor of the faves. And sycophants that stroke his or her ego, they go play with somebody else. Say for instance, they like, oh Robert, come here, Robert, you okay, Robert? What else that you need, Robert? I got that for you, Robert. Oh, okay, Robert. It's like, it sounds creepy. This is what I've experienced. It's like a couple of them do that to one person. It's childish and creepy. But looking into it, this is what it is. They're called sycophants. A person who tries to win favor from wealthy or influential people by flattering them, often insincerely. Fake. They're fake with the flattering, with the sucking up, with the coat telling. They're doing these things for their own ego. They don't give a damn about Robert. Why they don't give a rat's butt about Robert. They just doing it for their own ego because it's shot when they can't play with somebody else and they put their boundaries up. You know, the sad thing about this type of lifestyle with people, you know, is people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s acting like this. Yeah, they out there with low self-esteem. These people got kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, and so on. And still willing to act like teenagers. They're called sycophants. Look it up. So when you come across people that act like this, now you know why. It's founded that they're idiots. They're shenanigan, wicked people who just won't stop. And it's really heavy to learn about it because you have it in a lot of workplaces with bosses who treat their employees like this. And when you dealing with stupid managers that's sycophants, what you do, you keep your foot in and you keep one out. Go find another job immediately, especially if you are a good worker. If you are a damn good worker, you the one that's bringing in the numbers, you kicking butt, just go start looking for another job. Like I done said this in my other channel, Set Apart to Serve. When you're around a toxic workplace environment, don't quit. Don't quit your job. What you do is go look. It may take a minute, but you don't quit the job with all these toxic people up in there, because once you quit and you ain't had nothing to bag it up with, you're going to want to come back. And see, when you come back, if you allowed to come back, they going to treat you more like an idiot. They going to step all over you because they know that you need them. They hired you back just to walk over you, just to treat you. So you don't want to set yourself up for failure like that. You know, it gets frustrating, it gets irritating, it gets annoying. This is life, man. It's all about how you deal with it. So what you do when you're dealing with a sycophant manager, start looking. It may take months, it may take years, and hopefully it don't take that long, but I'm letting you all know in the raw, it may take time to find a good job, a decent job that's going to pay better than where you at and give you good hours. You may find a job that's going to give you less days and damn good hours. You know that's a beast job that worth leaving that one for. So, yeah, you take your time, find you another job. You have one foot in, one foot out. And then when that thing is settled down with the new job, you just get the hell on up out of there completely. And leave that toxic-ass job you know, to the rest of the heathens that's willing to put up with that shenanigan. It's toxic everywhere, but man, if it's to the point where you got to deal with, you know, an environment like that. Hey, Robert, what you want? I got you, Robert. Come here, Robert. I know this, Robert. It's like, huh? Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. And especially if Robert is not that much of a good worker himself. So you know what it is. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's what, you know, a lot of people been trying to find out why, you know, managers act the way they act, why, you know, parents act the way they act towards their kids and grown kids, and they show favoritism and stuff like that. It's because they got low self-esteem, very insecure themselves, and probably feel that, you know, their position is being threatened by a good worker, or probably feel like with the parents, they probably feel like the kid who they thought wasn't going to be about nothing has become something, so they feel some type of way. And gets dumb, you know what I'm saying? So the list goes on. You're no longer one of them. So yeah, for those that's out there that have a job and they dealing with a sycophant manager, just go find another job. Take your time, go find another job. When you get there, just get the hell up out of there. Is like, let's just say, for instance, just two babies in a playpen, and they may play with each other for a minute, but they'll get bored with each other, and then they'll start whining. Probably start hitting each other or whatever, you know. But after a while, they just get bored, so they get tired of each other too, right? So what happens is the sycophants, the sycophants, what happens is they look for somebody to play with because they're bored, miserable, ain't got nothing else to do, can't find nothing else to do to pass the time by, because deep down inside they don't know how to have peace within themselves, so they want to find a reason to bring up their ego or whatever, so they want to play. Hell, they want to play. So just like them little two babies that's in that playpen, I said give them maybe 12 months to 20, between 12 months to 24 months. They in a little playpen, so they get bored and tired. What happens? What you do? You give them something to play with. Give them toys. So the toy that I'm about to describe as the people who they like to play with, the sycophants like to play with, Robert over here, hey Robert. What they do is the little kids in that little playpen, the mommy or the dad or whoever hang that little toy over their head. They give them something to play with. Play with the little toy over there, and they all of a sudden they playing with the toy. They happy back and forth. They both happy. They both got something that's interested to them, and they playing with that little toy. They back and forth. They having fun with that toy over their head. That's what the victim of a sycophant is. Hey, Robert. Hi, Robert. How you doing, Robert? Yeah, what you want? I like you, Robert. You are a good worker, Robert. And then they ha, he, and can on throughout the shift and all that. That's what you are to them if you are a victim of this shenanigan fake crap. This is who you are to these people. You're not their friend. They don't like you. You're there to feed their ego because they're bored. And see, the thing about it, you stupid if you know they phony. Yeah, you stupid if you know they fake with you. And see, what happens after they get tired of playing with you, they gonna toss your ass over. Yeah, I said it. They gonna toss you over like a bad habit, just like the little kids in that playpen. They get bored. They throw that toy to the side, or they stop playing with it because they got tired and bored with it for the moment. And see, that's what they gonna do with you if you are a victim of a sycophant in the work area. So what they do is, for a hot second, they'll stop, paying attention to you. They'll go run off somewhere, doing their thing, leave you in dust. And you like, hold on, wait a minute, well, this is a business by the end of the day. I'm gonna need a little help with this and that and the other, and you can't find nobody to help you, or they dragging to try to help you and all this, and then now you got mixed feelings. Your mixed feelings is, wait a minute, hold on, just earlier you was robbing this, robbing that, I got you, what you need, Robin, I'm right here. And then next thing you know, and within that over an hour, you can't even find them, or if they're around, they ain't in your face no more. And see, and you deserve that. That's what you get. Because let me tell you something. If you know these people are pretending just for the moment to pass the shift back, if you know they're pretending, why are you letting them cross the boundaries with you? Just so they can hurt your feelings when they get tired of playing with you. See, this is shenanigans. No, you say, well, I don't want nobody mad at me. I'm just going to have to fake it till I make it because I want to have a smooth shift. That ain't no smooth shift, though, when you know that your boss and them is playing games with you. One minute they seem like they helping you with your job and all that, and next thing you know, they not helping you. They talking behind your back. They doing all this shenanigans. You know it, but you don't care, cause you want to override the fact that they robbing this, robbing that. Well, they do that more than anything. They robbing this and robbing that more than anything. So I take that. Sometimes they ignore me and act funny and walk off, and you can't find no help and all that, but that's sometimes. See, now you finding excuses on why you allow these sycophants to treat you like that. But see, you get what you ask for, people, especially when you are an adult. When you at work, go to work, do your job, and go home. All this extra ha-ha and he-he, and you know it's fake. You don't have to be bothered with that at the workplace, because you're afraid that once you be 100 with them and put your boundary up, you're afraid that from now on they just gonna be mean to you. They gonna be antisocial to you. Who cares? So what? I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not wanted. I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not appreciated. I don't want to be nowhere where I feel that, you know, I got to be disrespected. I got to fake it till I make it. I got to fake it to kick it. And I'm not doing all that. No, if you don't appreciate my 100, you know, then I don't need to be here. You can have a full damn house full of fake idiots. That's what you're going to get. But see, you know, it's even more devastating when you be 100 and you are the strongest employer or employee at the place, at the workplace. If you the strongest employee at the workplace, then you know, hey, you take your licking going on and give it to somebody else. And once you leave, it's going to crumble anyway. See, that's what's called being ungrateful and unappreciative. They're going to treat you like that, knowing you the beast up in there, knowing you the only one that's bringing it. So if they want to treat you like that, then that's their problem. You don't deserve to be there anyway. You did your time, now it's time to move around, give it to somebody else. If not, create your own business. So I'm trying to tell people how to gain a ground, man. You got to stand ground and stop feeling like you got to put up with a-holes, man, just because they got a slight position bigger than yours, or they over you. So what? You know what I'm saying? I didn't sign up for this the coattail you. I didn't come in at the ha and he knowing it's fake. No, I don't. What am I gaining from that? If they know that you know that they full of shenanigans, they fake, what you think they gonna treat you? How they gonna treat you afterwards? You can't beg for these people to continue to respect you when you know that they phony kicking it in the first place. You know these people is fake as hell, and yeah, you get mad when they don't show you 100s. They not being real with you. They dipping out on you, and you can't get mad. You can't get mad when these people walk out on you. You can't get mad when they act fake with you. You can't get mad because they saying Robert is, Robert is. And then next thing you know, they over there talking about some Tiffany. You can't get mad. You knew what you was dealing with. You know what you dealing with. You dealing with people who have ego problems, insecurity problems. It's a shame, but they out there. I don't want to be like him or over there, ain't got nobody to talk to. I don't want to be like that when they talking about this person. And I like when people he with me. I don't care, man. I'm just going to fake it till I make it. Well, there you go. And then when one day they run that bus over you and you trample down, don't ask for me to help you up. Ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing shaking. Get your own damn self up. Learn how to be a man. Learn how to be a woman and stand on your own. Carry God with you. That's what your problem is today. People don't want to carry the Lord with them. No, you can't do it by yourself. You gotta have God. You gotta have the Lord with you. You have the Lord with you. You good. If you think you're gonna do it by yourself, then yeah, you give in.
The beast identified. Here's 4 wisdoms that the Lord has gave us to remember. The lion represents Babylon. The bear represents